So here we are, pre-baiting the canal. What are you putting in, Dean?
15mm coconut fish, Starmer boilies.
Obviously being careful not to hit the boat.
Yeah.
Been baiting this all week, haven't we?
Yep, since Sunday.
And then, since Sunday? Yep.
Yeah.
So then we're going to come down and fish it?
On Sunday. Week of pre-baiting.
So what are you hoping to achieve from pre-baiting then, Dean?
Basically just to get the fish homed in on the boilies and situated in the area that there's food here. It's not a night water, you can't fish it during the night. So basically doing what we can to get the fish here for the daytime session.
Hi, I'm Steve Sharp. I've come down to the Grand Union Canal on a very, very cold November morning to see the Starmer Bait Crew. Hopefully they've caught a few carp.
As you can see, it's first light now on an early November morning. Starmer Bait Crew turned up to fish the Grand Union Canal, a few spots that they've been pre-baiting previously. These are the events before Steve Sharp arrived on the bank.
It's just come 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Yes.
And what are you doing?
Come down yesterday and the fish jumped out on the margin just down there. So it's obviously on the feed. As you see, everyone's set up on the bank. Hopefully we'll pull 1 or 2 out. We had a good word that there's a few carp in here as well. And the biggest was 30, come out not too long ago. It's a bit further down, so definitely know the big ones hold up here as well.
So you fancy your chances?
Yes. Well, I hope so. Steve seems to think we've got a good chance, so we need bailiff in it here, so you know, we've got to go on the bailiff's word really.
Sam, just turned up. How are you going to fish then, Sam?
Fish one on the usual PVA bag, in line leg, and then the other, I'm not too sure, I might just fish a little 10mm pop up in the margin.
Yeah.
Put there somewhere here.
Are you quietly confident?
Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. I've seen some signs of fish. Hopefully we'll get a bite or two.
You've taken fish out of the canal before, haven't you?
Yeah, a few years back, but yeah, I don't know.
What's your biggest out of the canal?
19.5.
Hopefully beat one of them, nice one of them today.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
So, how long have you been fishing for, Mark?
About 20 years. Just for carp.
You dick.
About an hour.
Feel like a good fish?
It's taken a solid PVA bag with a little pellet and little tip with pink. Fishing just to tight to that barge. And to be fair, the bag was probably one of the best bags I've ever tied. And we were all in agreement it was a bite.
Yep.
What was going? I'll stop showboating.
You better, mate. Take control of the fish.
Here you go, bag.
It was a bite.
Did I tell you?
It's a carp. Good start to the day.
Has anyone got sacked?
Yeah.
Good land.
Good job someone's organised round here, eh?
Steve's going to be well chuffed.
It is going to be, because you...
That's a decent
Oh, that's
size.
a nice comment.
One that's just behind him, if you wouldn't mind preparing.
Oh, it's nice. It's double figures. There goes a margin spot.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You have to blame.
It's the boat swim that's doing the business. Solid PVA bag with a little bit of pink. Pink's the new black.
Huh?
Pink's the new black.
I've got one white top up and one pink on the snowman rig, so... I still see the residue from your solid bag on your line.
Yeah, mine never seemed to melt down as well as Sam's.
Mark's only been out here for about 15 minutes, mate.
How is it? No, it's been out about half an hour, hasn't it?
Has it?
I think so.
Come on, mate. Bloody hell. Oh, hello.
Okay, as you've just seen, we've just got this this common in. I'm going to put some Clinique on it, just to sort of disinfect the wound that I've made. Starmer will do this new Clinique stuff, so we're just going to find it and just put a bit on. There you go, tiny little prick. Giggity. There we go. Right, he's going to live to fight another day. Let's have a quick hold up.
So it looks like the pre-baiting's paid off. What are you doing to this?
Looks like I'm throwing a fishing rod. Yeah, it does.
Is it a good fight, mate?
To be fair, the fish has done pretty well for us in all the other waters. So you came down yesterday and said that you
Which is just by down jump out, yeah.
seen the fish jumping out on it. So Steve was ranting and raving about this place as well for a while. So
looks like he can't trumps.
Could be in for a few more.
There's a little bleep on that earlier, wasn't there? A little liner.
Can you see what it was?
No, yeah, earlier there's a little liner and then. Yep, and he's got. He wasn't there. 14 and a quarter.
Nice.
Quite right, well done a bit, mate.
Thank you. Right, okay.
So when it comes to the margin, you've got a bit of control on the rod.
The fish, so I'll go through what rig I've taken out one.
20 years my ass.
Small square pair lead.
So how are your new SK4s?
Really good.
Yeah. You like
braided
them?
hook link.
Are they sexy?
Onto a size 8 hook. As you can see, I've got a pellet there, which is this pellet that we made
1-0 to the crew.
in Professor Steve's bait kitchen. The one he made out of the paste. Right, no, I'm holding there a second. And as you can see, a little bit of pink topper for attraction. Steve Sharp, who's in Starmer Bait Crew, he also bait us down here. He's been on about us coming down for ages. He said, you know, make sure you use a highly visible topper or attraction. So I've got a bit of pink on there. It's actually supposed to be just a bits and pieces rod. I've got two rods out on boilies, and that was just to be, you know, if there's any bream or anything that wanted to come to the party, then I was more than happy to see them. But it's done the business on the, you know, for the 14 pounder. So stick it out again and see if we can get another one.
So how have we been getting on today then, guys?
Nothing as of yet.
No, it's been a bit quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, a couple of liners on the left-hand rod, but that's it really. Said Mark's had one out, so first thing, about 15 minutes, 20 minutes into the session.
Yeah, nice. Shall we go and have a look at see what he's got?
Yeah, let's do that then.
So Mark, you've had a nice common here, I think.
Yep, 14 pounds 4 ounces. Got it on a solid PVA bag with one of the pellets which we featured on Professor Steve.
Oh yeah, one of the ones I actually made.
Yeah, one of your concoctions, and I topped that off with just a 10mm pink pop-up, which I cut in half just to sort of take the weight of the hook, and also as a visual aid as you suggested to do so. And half an hour later, this one came in. Just fished it quite tight to the barge.
Nice. and as you can see, he's still fighting.
Still very, very lively. Right, let's pop him back, shall we?
Yep.
Lovely double figure Grand Union Canal carp.
Give him a bit of water, let him get some water in his gills. I'm sure it won't take long before this one regenerates because
very lively.
He's very lively. He's ready already. There you go.
There he goes. He's gone.
Excellent. Right, let's go and get another one. You filming me?
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Hi, Mark. So what baits are you using today then?
Right. Well, I've got. As we previously stated, Dean and I have already been down pre-baiting all this week on your advice. We've been putting in the coconut fish, 15mm. Come down about a kilo a day, and then also been throwing these 4mm pellets. That again, coconut fish. Been putting them in. They're the 4mm. Starmer actually make their own pellets now, so they make the pellets which match the boilies. But the fish that I've caught, I've actually caught using a solid PVA bag filled with these 4mm pellets, and in here's a bit of dust that you had left over from when you were making your paste.
Yeah.
So I filled the bag just with the pellet and the dust, just for attraction. So when that melts down, obviously it just leaves a small couple of mouthfuls of food to eat. In the bag, I've been fishing on a hook bait, one of your little pellets that you made in your Professor Steve section, and then with that I've been topping it off with half of one of these sort of 10mm high vis baits.
They're nice and bright, aren't they?
Yeah, the one I caught was actually half a pink one.
Yeah.
And you could see it through the bag, and you know that's basically to take the weight of the hook away, and also just for the fish to home in on. So obviously worked. Half an hour later, I put tight to the barge, fished it locked up. I was sat talking to Dean, and the bobbin raised, and we were in. That particular rod I was fishing just to pick anything up. Obviously there's a lot of bream, tench and nuisance fish in the canal. It's quite cold, so I'm happy to fish for anything on one of the rods. But I pulled into it and it didn't feel like a nuisance fish, and it was actually a beautiful common 14 pound 4 ounces. And then on the other two rods, I've got fishing one a running rig in the margin, a bit further up, with a 14mm coconut fish boilie on, which I've wrapped in some method that I've made out of the coconut fish pellets.
Yeah, nice.
Pour some boiling water over it, makes it nice and soft, and it breaks down quite quickly in the water. Even in the cold stuff it's breaking down, so that just gives my my bait a bit of attraction. I don't want to fill too much of the bait in. Hopefully the idea is that the pre-baiting brought the fish in and they're feeding on the baits anyway. And then on my other one, I'm dropping the lead. I'm fishing tight to the boat, just again a 14mm boilie, and I've got it topped with one of Sam's white ones that again he made the other day. These are coconut fish homemade boilies.
Yeah. Oh, you've dunked those as well by the look of it.
Yeah, he made them quite. The smell wasn't too potent, so I wanted it a bit more smelly, for a bit more attraction really. So I've glugged these ones. They're very strong, so I'm hoping that'll draw the fish in as well as the scent and the smell and the visual nut. So hopefully they're getting on them. But I'm cutting these in half to critically balance it, and it's just sinking nice and slow. And on that, I'm just putting a couple of these sort of nuggets on either side. Just to stop it getting tangled. And what that does is float the bait up and then allow it to just slowly sink onto the bottom.
Excellent.
Which allows it to nestle on whatever it's on. Because obviously in the canal you never be 100% sure.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I'm keeping the rods nomadic. I'm not putting too much bait out, but I'm keep bringing them in and out and shifting them around. Obviously the water's really cold, so it's important to try and locate the fish. So I'm having each one out for about half an hour. Obviously got a small amount of attraction on each bait. Make sure that each one is contains a certain amount of pulling power, so I'll try and find the fish if they're not going to come and find me.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.